How many of you guys now are using just Chat GPT, which is the absolute basics? Okay. Is anyone using anything else AI? Anything else? No. Okay, that's great. Well, we're happy to have you today. Oscar is actually my marketing director, and he helps me with all of my marketing. So everyone asks me, how do you work and are you on social media all day? I'm not, he is. But it's important, like, and for those of you that know me and have, known me for many years, I'm always trying to find the newest and latest thing. Like, that's just something to me, it's important to stay relevant and to stay, in the forefront of technology, because you'll get left behind so fast. And it does change very quickly. So we went to a convention about a month ago, and in that month, just everything that's coming out is just mind-blowing, honestly. And so we felt we had to get started on it sooner than later. So we want to share with you kind of what we've already started. And we are taking it pretty slow. We are going to start with the basics because we don't want to be up here and your mind's here. So we want to show you so that way you see that it's possible for you in your business as well. So it's not overwhelming. Yeah, we can kind of go from there.
Okay. Hi everyone. So for everyone that doesn't know me, my name is Oscar, and like she said, I'm her marketing director. I was coordinator before, but I have a good title now. Hopefully it comes with a raise.
That's why.
But yeah, like Sonia was saying, there's a lot of new tools coming out, a lot of new AI technology that you can utilize for your real estate business. And yeah, like Sonia said, I'm on the computer all day, so I'm learning about this. I'm researching these AI tools and really seeing how she can implement it to her business. And yeah, we've kind of started, implementing some of these things, and it's been working really well for us right now. So yeah, we just kind of wanted to go over the basics right now, just to kind of get you guys like up to speed with what's going on, and just making sure that you really understand the foundations of AI. And I know a lot of people are like, they're either scared of AI or they're like creeped out by AI, but it's one of those things where it is the future. So you either adapt to it or you get left behind. So it's better to adapt to it, especially because real estate, you have to be, it's always constantly changing. It's, you have to stay up to date with the latest technology. Like Sonia was saying, when she started out, she only had a pager. She only had she would have to go on the payphone, and now she's using social media. She's using her smartphone, and now from social media, now it's turning into like the AI space. So so we created like a little PowerPoint for you guys to just kind of go over like the tools that we're using. So yeah, let's get into it. So some of the topics we're going to cover is just intro to AI, just kind of telling you guys what AI is. One of the tools that we use is Chat GPT. I know some of you guys already use it, but Sonia's going to go a little deeper into it. Also going over AI avatars. So I don't know if you noticed, but some of Sonia's recent contents, they are AI generated. So it's not actually her making the video, it's actually generated from an AI thing. So we'll show you how to create it and how we've been using it, and just final remarks or any questions that you guys may have. So what is AI and how can I use it in my everyday business? So AI refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think and learn like humans. It involves the development of algorithms and computer systems that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation. So if you don't know that, in other words, it's a robot that thinks and performs tasks like a human. Sonia, if you want to get into ChatGPT.
So ChatGPT, many of you guys are already using it. It's basically, it helps you to think. It thinks for you, basically. And what used to take us so long to come up with different things, it's simply just talking into it or typing into it and telling it what it is that you're trying to do. The most important thing is to be very specific with it, because you can say something like, give me a listing presentation for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. it's going to give you, or not a listing presentation, but a listing description. And it's going to give it to you, but it's only as good as what information you give it. So if you want it to be a little bit more detailed, then it's important to be more detailed with it. So maybe instead of saying that, you can say, from a professional real estate's point of view, provide me a listing description, for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath on a cul-de-sac, single story, corner lot, maybe give it some information, a little bit more detailed, and then it'll shoot out, something that sounds a lot nicer, right? And you don't have to use it all. Like you definitely want to read it. You don't just want to copy and paste it. You want to definitely read it. You want to make sure that it is what you're trying to express. Whether you're doing captions, I mean, we wrote down here, there's different promptings that you can do with it. You can do sales scripts. You don't even have to use Mike Ferry scripts anymore. You can do your own, so, web page content, email drifts, texts, text, like let's say you're doing text messaging, like mass text messaging, your biography, captions, offer letters, like everything you can possibly imagine that you need to write. Even social media ideas. We did a class, the 50 Reels in a Minute, how to come up with ideas. And again, you can say, give me 50 real estate reels ideas, and it's going to shoot them out to you like that fast. And then once you have that, it's like, give me a caption for this, for this idea. And it gives you the caption. So give me a hashtag for this, or hashtags. And so basically it's done, so now you can literally, hire someone to just talk to chat GPT, and they don't have to be, someone with a degree or whatever, because before you're looking at hiring people with an English major because you want to make sure that they know how to write and read and all that stuff. So now it's not as necessary, to be honest, because of that. And then now there's more AI assistants coming out. So you might not need a real person anyways, and it's kind of nice because they're having a bad day. Oh, well. So it's like, they're supposed to not have emotion, so we're good. But I have heard some of the AI assistants on the phone and how they speak to, potential leads and stuff like that. And their job is to not allow the consumer to hang up. So they keep asking different questions, whereas a human, the minute we feel a certain way, now we just want to hang up. We want to hide behind that emotion. So that's the neat thing about it, is they're not going to hang up, unless they're hung up on, so pretty persistent. And they are building these AIs now with emotion, because before someone would say, oh, I'm not having a good day, my mom is sick, or my mom just passed away. And AI before was like, okay, so anyways, did you want to sell your house? Well, wait, what the? So now it's built with emotion, so it knows if something, how to respond to a response like that. So it's amazing on how things are evolving, and how it could be used, like I said, in our business, because we're stretched in so many directions. And even for us who are team leaders and stuff like that, or who work with a team, it's nice because you can build a lot of different, educational videos and stuff like that. So when your team, joins, it's, here's my library. You don't have to go in there and do it all over and over again. So, and it's a little bit personal, it's more personable opposed to maybe just a PDF or something like that. So, but yeah, anyone here, you guys say you use Chat GPT, how does someone use it for? Can someone share? Carrie?
Oh, you got it.
Okay.
She's my marketer girl, so she'll share.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm a student too, so it helps me with my math homework, surprisingly. I didn't even know we could do math.
This college kid.
Yeah.
We just use it basically for like content. If we have something that we're going to do, we'll type in something, an example. I just did one the other day. I forgot what it was. I use it all the time, but it just spits out everything for you, and it gives you like numbers of things that you could use, and it spits it out. And of course, I go in there and I'll kind of change things around a little bit to sound a little bit more like me. But yeah, it's amazing what it does. It's crazy.
Carrie wrote me the most romantic love letter.
Was it really
Oh, good old Alex here.
You're like, oh my God, I'm so touched. But it is true. So yeah, I mean, like, if you don't know ChatGPT, definitely download the app. There's a free version. You can get away with using the free version, honestly. You really can. If you find that you want to get a little bit more, savvy with it, then definitely, you'll want to start doing the extra paid stuff. But for now, if you're just trying to, mess around with it and see what it can do for you and your business, and you know what, spend a weekend. We're already towards the end of the year. Do a business plan with it. Help me build a business plan in my real estate business. Like, it's like someone to talk to. It really is. It's like you have another person in front of you. So you can really have a conversation with it, and it's an intelligent person at that, So it's going to give you some good feedback. Would you agree?
Yeah. So what I like to think about it is like a little assistant. It's actually, ChatGPT it's in early days. It's actually like I actually started using it in its beta program. And right now, the latest version is from 2021. So in the coming years, it's going to just develop into something further. So a lot of times, because I spend all day on ChatGPT, a lot of the responses are repetitive, and I can see that it's kind of being repetitive.
Yeah.
But what I like to do is, use these responses and then, use my own touch and then talk to Sonia and saying, how can we use this prompt and make it more personable or make it more Sonia, So, if you don't use ChatGPT, you can make a free account. So it's really easy. So you just sign up. You can use your Google account. And once you make your account, it's free. There is a paid version, but I use a free version. That's like all you need. But you just, like she was saying, you input a task or a prompt, be as detailed as possible. It doesn't even just have to be real estate. It could just be for your everyday stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe if you want to cook, or like, what's a recipe for this? Or sometimes I use it for like meal plans. Like, I'm like, what can I cook that's like, under this, whatever. But yeah, like I said, it's like a little assistant. So definitely utilize it as much as possible. And we do have some prompts that I want to kind of go over it and see how we use it in our real estate business.
Yeah, so like I was mentioning, prompts are, what is it you're asking them, or you're asking ChatGPT to help you with. So here was a few that we use. It's, write a compelling property description for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house in Redlands, next to shopping centers, schools, and freeways. The other thing too, because I know a lot of us deal with objections. So even, I have speak to it about, in a professional manner, from a real estate agent, help me advise my buyer on why it's a good time to buy, on why not waiting for interest rates, or I have a low offer that I received for my seller, help me to come in there with, maybe the verbiage, instead of you just walking in there and say, we got a low offer, like, this is what it is, so how to maybe make that conversation a little bit smoother.
I have one that I just used recently, I do remember now. I have a client that I'm getting ready to list her house. She's married for 50 years. She lost her husband only 2 years ago. So disconnecting from the house and selling the house is super emotional for her. So I went in, I didn't know what to do because I never had anybody really close past. So I didn't know really how to emotionally and compassionately and empathy and all that. And I went into ChatGPT and I asked it how to help me put together something for her. And it actually did spit out different things that you could do to deal with something like that. So it was really crazy. And I was able to take that, twist it a little bit around, and then obviously go. And I had some really great ideas for her that helped her out. So yeah, it's that defined.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's really limitless, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of times people, you talk to agents, they're in there for listing description only, and that's not the only thing it can do. There's so much more to it. And like I said, having the right words, how to speak, how to even, do video, so you're coming across, more professional. As realtors, our minds are everywhere. We're constantly worried about, this, that, everything with whether you have transactions in escrow, whether you're talking to people, you're, doing all of your, what is that called? Gosh, prospecting, like everything that you're doing. So a lot of times it's really hard to stay on top of it. So even creating a schedule, helping to create a schedule, for you, and again, keeping you on task. So there's just so many things you can do. Give 5 social media content ideas, telling buyers why during the holidays, it's a good idea to buy. Can you provide tips on using social media to promote real estate listings and engage with potential clients? And like you said, it'll give you, and you can keep asking it for different responses. I also use teleprompter. That's one of the apps that I use when I'm recording my videos. And on teleprompter, it also has AI generated scripts. So you can just put in there a couple things, and then you tell it, do you want it to be humorous, serious? What are you looking? And it has so many different languages. So if you want to even do it in different languages, it'll do it for you in different languages as well. So ChatGPT is one, but we do have other, even Canva has that magic prompt, where it's not as detailed, I wouldn't say, but it gives you some different type of verbiage for some of your social media stuff. So you're going to be finding the AI in different apps, different places as well, which is probably coming from ChatGPT. What do you think?
But yeah, like she was saying, you definitely want to be detailed. Like if you want it to be humorous, if you want it to be serious, like sometimes it spits out a response and it's like, it's using too many big words, or just like it's a little corny or something. So I like literally put less corny, and then it responds like, oh, sorry, it's like this is another response. And then you can regenerate a response to like kind of see a better response. So do you have anything else to add about ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Does anyone have questions about ChatGPT right now?
You can also ask it to write something shorter, so if it comes out longer, you can tell it to shorten it up too, right?
Yeah.
And then I also noticed too that there's different categories, like real estate, handwriting, essays, different things like that,
Yes.
right? So I noticed that on that there too. I mean, I definitely picked real estate on that, but there's different categories. Are there any certain other categories that you use with that when you pick the categories?
No, just I think the only one is educational. Sometimes when we're trying to educate,
Okay.
then we want it to come across, not salesy, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
So we do use educational.
education.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
I just recently did a chat where I, being specific, said, brainstorm a soul-centered email to my past clients who may be going through financial turmoil because of inflation. I mean, I was
Pretty
super
detailed.
precise. I wanted to cry with that email. Like, I was just like, wow, it's amazing. And I got a few replies of people that are like, hey, we're actually thinking of selling because we have equity in our house and we don't have the credit score to refinance. And so coming from that place and seeing how emotionally into it was insane.
Yeah. So true, because we're just, like I said, we're spending time to do a letter is going to take us 30, 40 minutes, whereas you just prompt it and it spits it out in a minute. So
And just
time is,
tweaking it too, like you said, to make it, I mean, it's authentically you. It's not like they did something, they're like, okay, did this girl go to the Dalai Lama and get all this, like, it's still you, it's still your touch.
right, and that's why I think being more specific with your words, with how you speak, it's going to be more authentic to you.
So moving on, so ChatGPT is one of the tools that we use, and we recently started using a tool called HeyGen, and this is actually, it started because, sometimes Sonia's like out on the road, or, where she's not in the office where we can create content, and this is one of the things where she doesn't need to be in the office to create content. I just have to put in a script, and it'll generate a video with her face, her avatar, her voice, and basically whatever the script is saying, it'll spit it out in the video. So this is actually one of the tools that I actually like to use because, as realtors, you're always running around, you're always, in the car, you're not always at a computer. And if you have like someone on your team that is waiting for, videos from you or content or whatever, like you don't even need to call them. Sometimes I just create the videos and I'm like, I just send it to Sonia, I'm like, here, approve them or not, or what can I switch? So I just kind of wanted to give you an introduction to this tool that we're using. So I actually created a video of just kind of showing you how to set up the instant avatar. I should have had an example, but I'll get into that later. But basically what you have to do is you have to create a 2-minute video of yourself, just speaking normally, speaking about any random topic. This is for the computer to recognize your voice, recognize your movements, recognize your facial movements, and stuff like that. And as you see in the first two, those are two of Sonia's avatars. So I don't know if you've been on her social media, you might recognize those avatars. But I'm gonna this video is actually gonna create another avatar just to kind of walk you through it. So I'm just gonna play it. So it's gonna give you instructions on what to have, on what to record. So it says to submit an at least 2-minute of footage, use a high resolution camera, record in a well-lit client environment, look directly into the camera, pause between each sentence with your mouth closed, and use generic gestures and keep hands below your chest. This is in order for them to generate the avatar as precise as possible. So it's really easy. Sonia just recorded like a 2-minute video of her talking about, honestly, I didn't even see the video. It was 2 minutes. So I was like, okay, here. So you're gonna upload the video and you're gonna make sure to check all these boxes, making sure your face is visible at all times, that you're looking directly into the camera. There are pauses between each sentences and the environment is quiet and well lit. So you upload that, and then you're actually gonna upload a consent video. This is for just a consent video that allows them to use your face and your voice. So you wanna add, your name, and in the video, you're actually gonna upload a video of the consent. So this is actually a video of Sonia consenting to that. You're basically gonna say that. And after that, your video is uploaded, and then it's just gonna take a minute to download your avatar, and then it's going to create your avatar. So a little bit later, we'll show you how to get into that. This is not an ad. I'm just kind of wanted to be transparent on the pricing because it does cost some. So you can, if you want to try it out, it's free for 1 free credit, and just to see if it works for you. We did that. We did a free credit, and we liked the results. So we actually have the business plan right now. So there's different accounts, or there's different pricing tiers. So one is $24 a month, you get 15 credits. So 1 credit is 1-minute videos. It might seem like a little bit, but honestly, sometimes these videos are like 30-second long, so it takes like half a credit. So I would recommend maybe that one, but if you want to create more videos using that, I would definitely recommend the business one. But I kind of wanted to just get into a little statistics. I'll go back into the HN thing, but just to kind of show you guys where AI is right now and how it can, and how you should be using it. So 75.7% of digital marketers now use AI tools for work. So, as a realtor, you're kind of, you wear many hats. So, you're a marketer, you're a real estate agent, you're an influencer, you're all these kind of things. So, like 75% of digital marketers now use it. So I'm one of those people now that use like AI tools. And then by 2025, 100 million people will work in the AI sector. So if you don't have anybody on your team using these AI tools, you might have to in the near future. And then 50% of increase in leads by AI algorithms. This is just basically kind of saying ChatGPT, all these AI tools lead to an increase in 50% leads. And we've seen that. We've seen like the ChatGPT just makes it so much easier to push out content, to send out emails, to reply to our database, to, all these kind of stuff. So those are some just.
Thank you for joining us. Get ready for our next AI class next year.
So that's the HN video. So
thank you for joining us. Get ready for our next AI class next year.
So I just had to input that script and it shells out that video. So I can actually take a moment to show you guys the steps of creating an avatar, or not necessarily creating an avatar, but creating a video. But I just have to log out. So Justin, if you can just help me. But if anyone has any questions right now while I set this up, let's go.
Can you show us another video where you actually do a presentation or some kind of a hosting?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, so the key things that we learned just to kind of help you guys is do it in a white background or a green screen so you can cut yourself out. You know, because you want to switch out, your background, so that would be ideally to do that. Wear solid colors, like, because depending on the one that you go with, we're with you said the business one, so I think we get 3 avatars. So I have 3 different chains of clothing, so that way it doesn't look the same. But you can do the same. They even say there's nothing wrong with always wearing the same thing. So if you just want to go with the one avatar. So it's just really up to you, but yeah, you just do the 2-minute video and you're just basically talking to yourself is what you're doing, because it doesn't matter what you say, it's just how you're saying it. They're taking your tone into account, they're taking your hand gestures, your facial expressions, it's just totally reading you. Yeah.
You said 3 outfits, they put 3 outfits on you, or you?
No, you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, when you record, if you go with the business, one, because there's different ones, yeah. Then you can have 3 different avatars.
Got it.
What did you talk about, Sonia? Just out of curiosity.
I think one of my videos, I was talking to him about like an update of what we're working on. So it was just like a video to him. And then one, I just started rambling about interest rates, like just whatever, just whatever came to mind.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just whatever. And then he had me record my voice. So there's another voice add-on. If you want it to be your actual voice, that's an additional cost. I think it's like $100 a year. It's not even expensive, but I had to record my voice for like a minute as well. And that's why it kind of sounds like me, but it doesn't. Like, I think Jennifer's actually been playing with hers, and I think her voice sounds more like her than mine sounds like mine. So I don't know.
Yours is close. I saw one of yours.
So
It's close enough, like.
yeah.
Yeah. If you know her really well, you'll
Yeah.
know.
Besides, we hear ourselves differently,
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Do you know what the fine-tune avatar feature is?
The fine-tune avatar feature.
The fine tune is it just fine tunes it, so it just making sure that it doesn't look too robot-y. I don't know. They just trying to get your money, honestly.
What about the studio avatar?
The studio avatars, so those are already pre-made avatars, not necessarily using your face, it's using somebody else's face. So if you see right there, all those different avatars, so you can use all these people as, whether you want to use it like in a presentation or you want to do an email, but we use Sonia's face because obviously it's her client and they want to see her, they don't want to see somebody else. But there's so many uses for that. So this is kind of, you can use the other avatars for maybe like educational purposes, but it's better to just use your face. So I kind of just wanted to go over how to create a video. So these 3 are Sonia's avatars. So like she said, she has different outfits for all of them. We'll use a new one just so, this is the one that we recently made. So you're gonna go on the top right corner where it says create video, and you can actually create either a landscape video or a portrait video. Portrait video is best for social media. That's the one I'm gonna use, and you can actually generate a script using ChatGPT. It's actually, you can use it like that. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna open this page, and right here where it says add speech, you're gonna just write, whatever you wanna say. So let's say, hi, my name is Sonia, and I am a real estate agent in Ontario. We'll just put that. So on the side right here, you can choose different voices. So they have different voices, but you can also use your voice. That's what we do, but we don't want to use anybody else's voices. So let's do this one.
Hello, this is how I sound. Would you like it?
So it's gonna actually give you like a preview. I'm gonna increase the volume on here, but it's gonna actually give you a preview of how it sounds like. Give it a
Hi, my
second.
name is Sonia. and I'm
Our presentation. So you can keep adding it until you find whatever you want to put. So it's gonna take a little while, but it's pretty fast.
Hi, my name is Sonia, and I'm a real estate agent in Ontario. Thank you all for joining our presentation.
Okay, so then you choose the avatar that you want. So we're gonna do the new one. It doesn't generate a preview until you actually submit it, but since the script already sounds like we want it to, change it to that one. So since we already know what it sounds like, I'm just going to submit it.
Thank you all for joining.
So you're gonna go on submit, and it's gonna use half a credit since it's like 8 seconds. So you're gonna submit it. It does take a while, but it should take no more than like, since this is a quick video, it should be pretty quick. But yeah, as you can see, we use it often.
Can you put one of those on?
Yeah, show
Oh
them.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No, well, do
that's what I-
show them the, like, from Instagram, so they can see the final, like, how you put a background to it, it's not just that. Can you log in there, or on your phone?
I mean, I can just.
So go to the one down, keep going down, the one in, I think,
This one?
yeah.
Because someone
even-
actually messaged you on that one.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
San Bernardino Mountains with 0% down payment. Here are the steps you need to follow. First, go to this site, usdateproperties.com, and enter the city you want to move to. For example, enter Big Bear, and it will show you a list of properties in that area eligible for a USDA loan that allows you to purchase a home with 0% down payment and may be eligible for a lower interest rate. Why? This is a government-backed loan that assists home buyers become homeowners in rural areas. Follow for more real estate tips. Want to
So-
know real estate tips?
So it's
I
still
like
kind of
it, it's that one right there, yeah.
Let me tell you about a way you can buy a home as a first-time home buyer and build up equity. With the FHA 203K loan, you can purchase a fixer-upper home that needs some TLC, and the loan will include money for renovations. There are two types of FHA 203K loans, the limited 203K and the standard 203K. The limited 203K is for smaller projects, like cosmetic improvements and repairs, while the standard 203K covers more extensive renovations, including structural changes. So whether you plan to renovate the interior, build an ADU, or deck out the backyard, an FHA 203K loan can help make it happen. Some benefits of using an FHA 203K loan is that you can customize your home to fit your needs, increase its value, and potentially build equity faster. Plus, you may be eligible for a lower down payment compared to traditional loans. So whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to upgrade your current space, an FHA 203K loan can be a game changer. It's an investment in both your future and the future of your home. Message me if you are interested in learning more about this loan and how you can use it to buy a home. Let me tell you about it.
Good.
Oh my
So, you know, you're creating the avatar, right? So in every video, does the gestures change?
Yeah,
And move and change, so it's not repetitive in that sense, right?
it goes with how you're talking, how you're speaking.
Okay,
That's
so
why
don't
those 2-minute videos are important, to just be you, relax, and speak how you normally would. You don't use your hands and don't use it, you typically don't, but I do when I speak, so it's kind of.
Do you have a teleprompter on that you're using that
No,
you're
you
reading?
type,
No, that's not me reading. He just types in the script.
And now,
That's for
that's for evidence.
So that.
I'm not reading nothing, so
Yeah.
just.
I did see that, I did see that.
You set that mood, for example, there, by the way, it was phenomenal, that's amazing, I'm like blown away by it, right?
Yeah.
My jaw is dropped.
Can you set the
So-
mood? That's kind of scary.
Can you-
You're like, what up?
What I mean by that is, let's just say, to make it look warmer, where there's parts of me smile, not necessarily a big old grin, but, it's like a 203K, now you can buy this home, and you smile, you know what I'm saying? Does it allow for that? I mean, it's perfect as is, I'm just,
Yeah.
man.
I think it just depends on the video that you submit, because she does like smile sometimes when she does speak. It kind of just studies your movements, like your lip movements, your hand movements, your eyes. So it kind of just studies that, and then from whatever context you put, it just kind of, I guess it guesses, the algorithm guesses how you would be saying it, and it just kind of spits it out like that.
Dude, that's wild, man.
Yeah, so the information, I wanna know, because I know you create your avatar and all that, and then the information is downloaded before, after, or, because I know it's not her reading that, but, so you're downloading that information, whatever she wants to talk, whatever the content is. So how is that added, or? I mean,
So
what
how
you were
I
showing us.
how I did this video was I actually I went to ChatGPT and I inputted FHA 203K loans and saying like, how can this benefit home buyers, or so then I generated like different pieces from that, and I created my own script. I inputted it in the agent thing, and that's what it came out. And then
So you cut and paste it.
so I cut and paste it, and yeah, the information that I got from ChatGPT, I put it onto the agent, and that's how it came out.
Okay, thank you.
I have a real quick question. So when you submit the original video, right, because you have to submit a 2-minute video, as you
Right.
mentioned. But you mentioned earlier that you should probably do it on green screen. So that's the video you do on green screen, so it's easier, you don't get the glow or the haziness around it when you're putting it on there, right?
Yeah,
But who does the editing out of that green screen? Do you do that?
so I do that.
Okay.
So what I do is I actually use Canva. So what I told her is record from a plain background, so it's easier to cut yourself, to remove the background. So what I did is I go on Canva, I remove the background, and then I input like my own background. So for this
Let me
one,
tell you.
I literally just put like a pink background and put those icons, and then this text, and then the captions.
So, but the image that you're using, that's not the image you put in Canva, you use a 2-minute talking whatever image, right? And then replaces it with that generated image.
Right.
Okay, got it.
So he goes, just to make sure I'm understanding, because I think it sounds a little confusing. So basically, I send him, the first step is to send a video or upload your 2-minute video that you have with a white background, a green
Right.
screen, or what have you. That video is just to create your avatar. Once you upload it, your avatar's ready. So she's basically there waiting for you. So then when you're ready to do a new script, you go in there, generate new, and so you basically take that person or that AI avatar, and then you input your script, whatever it is that you wanted to say, and then you generate that script, and then now you have a video. So then that video you download, put it into Canva, remove the background, and put it on whatever background you want. So you can post it. You could do like he was saying, you can post educational videos on YouTube. Because you can decide if you want it, what ratio you want it to come out in, whether it's gonna be, depending on the platform. So,
Yeah.
but I hope that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so I mean, because that's the raw, right, the one you upload it into that Hey Jen situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's
this one that I just created, this is the one that I just created right now.
Can you pick a plain background when you're
Hi, my
generating
name
it,
is
so it's
Sonia,
easier
and I am
to
a real estate
edit
agent
out?
in Ontario. Thank you all for joining our presentation.
So I just created that right now. I uploaded to Canva,
Hi, my name is Sonia.
and then from
and I am a
Canva,
real
you go to
estate
edit
agent in
video,
Ontario.
and you remove background. It does take a while, so I just remove the background right there. And then from right here, I just put whatever background I want. So if I want to change the color, if I want to add, if I want to do maybe a video in the background, it's like if I want to do that in the background.
Impressive.
So the nice thing that he said, as a lot, what we found our problem was time. which I'm sure that's everybody's problem, right? So it was like, Sonia, here, I need you to record this, follow me around the office, I need this, I'm like, I gotta go, so that was always the issue. Or the issue was, here's all these ideas, record them. And so now it's like, I don't have to, just script them out, it's just done. So there's no, there's no reason for us to miss a beat because life happens to us, right?
So Sonia, how many do you like typically do maybe in a day or in a week, or do you do it all in a batch of one day of content? How do you do that typically? How does that work?
So I just, whatever, I allocate time to, come up with content ideas, and then I go with Sonia like, okay, so are we gonna do this one like in person? And then she's like, okay, I can only record these 3 videos, and then the rest of the videos, then I input it on the HN. Or sometimes it's like, this video would translate better if you record it by like in person, or then this would translate better if it was generated, because sometimes you want to show a little bit more emotion and stuff like that, your tone. And so sometimes it's more beneficial if she just records it on her own rather than using the avatar. But yeah, that's kind of how we come up.
That my goal is to push out 2 videos a day. That's my goal of me, not just any video. So that's what our goal is. So if he sees that he doesn't have something, then he knows he can go and create something, type of thing. That's kind of where we're at. We do a lot of the reels too. So I try to batch record those just because it makes it easier to knock out 5. Sometimes we do up to 10 at one time if we have, because we save them between each other. We're all, kind of communicating, oh, let's do this one or let's do that. Come up with an idea for this, come up with an idea for that. And that's what we were talking about, because we manage about 5 pages. So it's not just one page. So, and for each page, we're trying to send a different message. So we're trying to stay relevant to all of our pages. It's a lot of work.
And what are your
It really
responses and reactions to when you're doing all these things? Like
For
what kind of feedback are you getting, or what kind of?
Yeah, no, it's great feedback. We've actually, I think once you get traction, it's kind of consistent. So we do get leads. We've had buyers come through. Most people who engage with you is because they like you, and this is a way of them getting to know who you are. And that's one of the biggest feedback things I get is, oh, you look like you make it fun. You look like you know what you're doing, but it's still not stressful, or stuff like that. But I think most people that we do get is they're in the very early stages, and people will reach out when they're ready. When you strike a chord with them, that's when they reach out. So like that 2 or 3K, we did get several calls from different buyers, who we set phone appointments with, who wanted to know how they could use that, because everyone's about an ADU right now, right? Everybody wants an ADU. So it's, as an agent, we should know those things. Like, what are people looking for? They're looking for more affordability, they're looking for ways to qualify. They're just looking for help because everyone thinks payments are high and rates are high. So I just think you have to find what it is, so that when you speak to your audience and there's a connection based on your content. If you're not getting any engagement, it's because what you're putting out is not connecting with people. So make sure that, we all put on, like I said, our pages are different. We have a page, for Remax Champions. Obviously, we want to reach out to agents. We want agents to reach out to us, to want to work with us. We have our real estate broker, for me to stay. That's more for my clients who know me, like me. They see that I'm still doing what I love, and then I have another one where I'm a mentor, where I enjoy mentoring agents. So we're just trying to reach out to the right people. And it's funny because we do get the right interactions back. So we know that it is, working. But I think more than anything, it's just going to help you be consistent, because consistency is everything. You can't show up today and then show up on Friday. People are looking, if they're watching you, they're looking forward to your video. And it's the same thing. Is she in real estate or is she not? Is she selling? Is she not? People want to work with people who are active, and it doesn't have to be your property. It could be any property, be consistent with whatever you do, Monday market updates or mortgage updates on, Tuesdays, testimonials or whatever, try to do a lot more interaction with your clients too, because make it personal. That's how people connect with you as well. So, and you can just do a video. You don't have to speak, because I think a lot of people are afraid. So let's just say you do a showings or whatever, then you come back, do your avatar, and today I spent the day doing, this was a part of my day, this is what I did today. And so people are kind of involved in kind of what you're doing. You're not doing it live per se, but you can come back and have content to shoot, or to, post later.
Actually, I was worried that people won't receive the Hey Gen avatar as well, but I think it just depends on the content you're putting out, because we've been using it to like educate people on FHA 203K loans or USDA loans. I think people don't care about whether it's real or not. It's more of the information, the context that you're giving. So because those videos that we just showed you, people actually respond to that, interested in FHA loans or USDA loans. So I think it's mostly on the context and the content that you're putting out. But I just want to kind of show you guys how this video came.
Hi, my name is Sonia, and I am a real estate agent in Ontario. Thank you all for joining our presentation.
So yeah, it's just easy as that. You just upload it onto Canva, remove the background, and then put your own background.
Because how many times do we run out and we don't look our best? I mean, really, right? But we want to show we were working. I was working. I'm working.
Sonia,
You choose how much.
Yeah. Yes, you can move your avatar. Yes. So when you record, you can record yourself sitting down, and then it'll show you sitting down. That's why, to me, I enjoy the 3, because we can switch it up a little bit. Yeah. So sitting down, standing up, however you want to do it.
And I'm assuming when you want to change your clothes or whatever, you just delete one and do another one.
Yeah.
Is there a reject button? Like, say I did it wrong, will like get rejected out of upload? I mean, because for review, like.
What do you mean?
Like, yeah, when you're doing something, is it?
I believe it does reject it, but we haven't had a problem with that, just because the videos that she has uploaded on there, they were correct. So we haven't actually experienced that. But I think they do. I feel like if it doesn't read it as well, then I think it tells you to like upload another one. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was like, wait, what?
yes.
Does it allow you to like add background music, or how would you do that?
You can.
I think you can. So actually, right here.
Well, when you upload it to,
Hi, my name is Sonia, and I am a real estate agent in Ontario.
I think it actually gives you like some things to like customize.
Or maybe the easiest way is to
but
like
even
upload
you
it on
can actually,
Instagram.
on
and add
Instagram,
it.
you can add the music on Instagram. Yeah. It's true. Absolutely.
And I actually recommend it to use on Instagram, just because
The trends.
the trends, and then the algorithm on Instagram picks up the music there instead of
The
you putting,
copyrights.
instead of you doing it outside.
Thank
So
you.
Sonia, I have one word for you that I would describe is that when I see all your videos, you come across to me as authority in the market share.
Aw.
Too bad. So it's almost like you have this authority, like you're taking the market share, and it just comes across like you're just there, right? You're top of mind, you're always on your videos. I run across them all the time, and it just shows like authority to me. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. I think like I'm huge in my database. That's something that is really big to me. So a lot of times I do a lot of these videos and send them out to my database, and I do get great feedback on that too. Again, it's staying in front of your clients. It's not just for social media. Like you can use it, in other places. And you could even do videos like, let's just say different series. You could do, like let's just say, congratulations, your offer's been accepted, what to expect. Like you can do so many things with this if you don't have the time to actually sit there and record. Because I think that's everyone's biggest thing is, okay, number one, I have to pay someone to do my hair, I have to pay someone to do my makeup, I have to, be dressed, and I have to schedule the appointment, with the marketing team, and then I'm gonna be there for hours, I have to do the scripts, like it seems so long and drawn out, where you don't necessarily have to do that. You can just create a series here, save it somewhere, and then as each person fills it, it's individualized, because remember, you're writing a script, so you can actually script it and say, to the person, like, Jennifer, congratulations on your new home, blah, blah, blah. So it's personal. And it's, you see what I'm saying? You're not having to re-record over and over and over. And people love personalization.
Can you save script templates?
From ChatGPT.
Yeah, or, yeah, like on the Hey Jen, your script, like you were saying, if we did a series or something. Hey, insert name, congratulations, you just, so you don't have to retype it every time, you just have a template.
You can, I don't know if you can there, but I mean, you can, like, obviously on your notes or whatever, but I recommend doing that, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
These are actually good for birthday greetings on your CRM.
Yes, that too.
Yeah,
Right, so you don't have to keep recording happy birthday to thousands of your clients, right? So just.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, it's true, it's true. So I know we don't have much more time because we have another class that's coming up, but we want to thank you guys, and if you guys are interested, we are going to do another class, probably the first of the year, because December is pretty packed. But on you know, whatever more we learn as we generate new things, you know, we'll definitely share with you guys. But if you guys need help, or if you guys want us to put an avatar clinic together, we're happy to do that too. A little bit more hands-on.
Still a little time for questions, if anyone still has questions.
Okay.
Okay. This is, besides this, but have you done AI cold calling?
I haven't actually done it myself. I've been kind of looking at what I would want to do, so I've been listening to other people who have, and it sounds pretty successful, honestly. Yeah.
Is this app now called FibGen? Because when I pulled up PayGen, I'm not finding it.
I'm not sure. I think it should pop up as Hey Jen. It's not.
I got it,
You got it?
yeah.
What percentage,
Website?
Sonia, like, so
Is
what
it,
percentage
the website?
Yeah.
are you
Oh,
using
okay, I thought it was an
this
app.
versus like just really doing?
I would say 50.
Like 50/50.
Yeah, I would love for it to be more, but right now, probably about 50-50.
It's all
Yeah.
funny ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is there anything else similar to this out there that you saw?
I think there is another like more softwares like this, but this is not the one that we use.
Yeah.
So I'm not really familiar with the other ones. I think I have the names of the other ones.
Yeah.
But from what you saw, this is the better one for our purpose.
I think for user-friendly wise, definitely, I would definitely say so. There is, I think I have one other too.
Yeah, there is some other AI avatar ones, but I think this one was the one that, because they also offer like the voice cloning and all that, I think this one just like works the best.
Yeah, so there's Deep Brain and Synthesia is the, those are the three that are similar. So I just don't know pricing, you would have to just check pricing and see, which ones that you like, but we went with Hey Jen because it was easier, the user friendly, yeah.
Is this at like a beta level where it asks for your input on how we can improve it? Does it do that? So, you know, a lot of these allow for that.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen any like pop-ups or anything that say give feedback and stuff. But I did see like this website. They're still kind of in their early stages. So I think as more users are using it, they're just gonna keep improving it. And yeah, and
So
then,
so use that data level then.
yeah. So and I think just since AI is still in its early stages, this is kind of like just the beginning of what the possibilities. I feel like later on, maybe in a couple years, it would just look way more real than it does now.
And
Yeah.
it runs, I don't think years.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
it could take
Yeah,
months,
yeah. It just depends. The other thing too, just so you guys know, like the other avatars that are on there, the other people, you could actually use those as your assistants. Like they get to show up to your client and be like, hi, my name is, whatever you want to name them, right? My name is Robert. Yeah. And I'm Oscar's assistant.